Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds eating low carb, but today I'm here at my local grocery store and I'm gonna show you the only high carb items I would buy. So come on, let's go. Okay, so starting off with bagels. So guys, I love me some bagels. So these bagels are vegan. They're only 100 calories, clean ingredients, which at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is ingredients. When I'm thinking about high carb foods, I'm thinking, what type of carbohydrate can I put into my body that is clean, that is like a complex carb? In this case, this is made out of, I believe these are rice. So basically this is like rice and chickpea flour. So it is a cleaner, like a cleaner bagel. Personally, that's one of the things that I buy here the most. I buy it for the team, but I have them once in a while. But let me show you the bread. Like if you're talking about regular sandwich bread, let me show you the one that I would eat. Okay, now this right here, this isn't even where all the breads are at. This is where like the artesian breads are. It's this guy right here. I first tried it in Aspen. I love it because it only is made with 3 main ingredients. It's flour, water, and salt, but it's fermented. Sourdough is great for your gut. So I am very, very sensitive to wheat. Like I'm very sensitive to bread. If I have like a piece of bread, a sandwich, a croissant, anything like that, my stomach's gonna feel so bloated. I'm gonna literally be in pain for hours. This bread right here doesn't do that to me. So when we're talking about the carb, when we're talking about foods that are high in carbs that I buy, this one here is one of them. I like the bagel thins. This one here has cleaner ingredients, so I'd go with this one first, okay? But I'm gonna show you the pasta, okay? So of course we have low carb pastas that are really good, but when we're talking about a high carb pasta that is clean ingredients, this is the one that I use. Okay, so I've heard a lot of people eat this one here by Banza, the chickpea pasta. That's not the one that I use. I like this one here. This one here has the closest texture to regular like spaghetti. It's the egg what is it called? Tagliatelle, the egg tagliatelle. This one here is the best pasta substitute in my opinion. This is a gluten-free though. So yes, it has carbs, but it's very, very clean. It's made out of brown rice. So it's a brown rice pasta. But guys, I am telling you right now, the texture, like you will enjoy pasta just like a traditional pasta dish. Everything that is made from this brand, Juvio, I really, really like it. So that is another thing that I buy that is high carb, that is actually clean ingredients. I feel like it's a great complex carb because there are times throughout the month that I do incorporate a lot more carbs in my everyday. And these are the things that I'm showing you today are the things that I actually buy. Now, an alternative to a sweetener, you know, I usually use like an allulose, a monk fruit, stevia. Another thing that I do love to use is honey. So I love to use this in my matcha sometimes. I also love to do it over a yogurt parfait. So you know my yogurts are usually unsweetened. So adding a little bit of honey, I love the taste of it. I also feel like it gives me a little bit of energy. So I do love that as well. Another thing that I use sometimes to sweeten up my like if I'm having like a little parfait and I add peanut butter, I know it sounds weird, but sometimes I do a little bit of strawberry. So this is just strawberry jam. It's organic and it has 8 grams of sugar. So it's a little higher in the sugar. I feel like it's not so much kind of like a carb that you're thinking like bread or pasta or anything like that. But trust me, these are definitely high carb foods, okay? But I love them and I feel like they're healthy and they're literally so clean and it just makes my experience so much better when it comes to a matcha or it comes to like my yogurt parfait. Okay, now moving on to the rice section. We have a lot of complex carbs here. One of the things that I definitely eat a lot more than anything else that I've shown you is rice. Like I love making like a white rice. This I love to pair it with like salmon or chicken or just depending on whatever it is that I'm eating. I definitely eat a lot more carbohydrates the week leading into my menstrual cycle. So I don't know if you guys know a lot about that. It's just like when your body really needs a lot more carbs, just because your body is going through that process. So rice is definitely something that I eat. A lot of times with certain carbs, I feel bloated and I just don't feel like 100%, not with rice. So that's one of the reasons why when I'm looking for a complex carbohydrate, I go for like a white rice. Okay, now you already know Your Mexican girl here needs to have some pinto beans. This is something that my mom makes every single week. I love having like a caldo de frijoles, which is just like a bowl of beans. I add like tomato, onion, cilantro, some queso fresco. Guys, it is literally the best. It is a great complex carb. It is something that is super filling, full of fiber. So when you're thinking about carbohydrates, carbs are not the enemy. It depends on what type of carbs you're having. So are you having chips? Are you having like cookies? Are you having ice cream? Are you having just like junk food? Very, very different than having something like beans and rice and sweet potato, things that are actually good for your body, that are still giving you nutrients, because a lot of the foods out there that are carbohydrates are just junk processed foods that are doing nothing for you. So whenever you think carbs, they're not the enemy. You just have to think of like, what type of carbs are you actually having? Okay, so beans, love them, eat them. I wouldn't say I eat them all the time like I did growing up, but I definitely still have them and I love them so much. Another one that I'm gonna show you that is actually really, really good, and I love when my mom makes them, they are lentils. So the green lentils are so delicious. My mom actually puts bacon into them. She puts bacon and onion and tomato and garlic, and she just makes like, it is the most delicious thing. If you guys want me to share any of these recipes with you, let me know. I am more than happy to make them. It is one of the things, like my daughter, she's what, 14 now? She will sit there and have like 3 bowls of lentils. They are so delicious. 9 grams of protein for a quarter cup. That's a tiny bit. 9 grams. So imagine if you're having like a whole bowl of lentils, like you're probably having over 20 grams of protein. And you, like, a lot of times there are foods like this that you unconsciously eat and you don't know that you're actually nourishing your body. So next time you're thinking about going for like carby junk food, think of like other carbs that you actually love that still nourish your body. Okay, so you might already be eating sweet potato and potatoes instead of eating junky food, and that's great, but not everybody knows that. But like, sweet potatoes are absolutely amazing. Like, I feel so good every time I have a sweet potato. I eat them 2 ways. I can either go the sweet way where I add some butter and a little bit of like brown sugar, or like a little bit of maple syrup, or even honey. Guys, it is one of the best desserts. You put it in the air fryer and it just gets like so nice and crispy on the outside and like so like steamy and soft on the inside. It is literally one of the best things that, like, for the holidays, it's one of my favorite sides for the holidays. But it's also just such a great snack when you are having, again, when you're having more carbs that week leading into your menstrual cycle. These are all foods that you can utilize, that you can enjoy so much and still do something good for your body. So sweet potatoes, I love sweet potato fries. I love to make sweet potato rounds and then stick them into the air fryer. I love to bake these. I mean, so many different uses for this. The sweet potatoes are so good. I don't really know like the difference between like the white sweet potato and the red sweet potato, but I usually just grab this one. So I don't know if you know the difference, let me know. But I think on the inside, they might be pretty similar. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But you know, if you want to know what I eat, I just grab this little guy right here. All right, now moving on to one of my favorite carbs in this entire grocery store. Okay, so I definitely do bananas. Bananas, I love to add them into my smoothies. I feel like it completely changes the texture. It goes from just like plain Jane to now it feels like a frappe. So bananas are definitely something that I pick up very, very often. I love me some Honeycrisp apples. Slice those up, put them, pair them with a little bit of almond butter or peanut butter. It is the perfect snack. It's definitely a high carb snack, but again, guys, I feel like they are so filling, so satiated. Like, they're just so like satisfying. You know what I mean? To have like a crispy apple. So this is definitely a fruit that I'm picking up when I'm shopping for like a higher carb fruit. Now, of course, all the berries are very low carb. So this is more like if you're trying to stay away from sugar, then the berries are definitely lower in sugar. But there is one more. This is like my little holy grail. If you give me a crunchy grape, I'm done with, okay? I love crunchy grapes. Like, you can almost poison me with them. And I usually, let me show you, they do have them right now, but they are so tiny. Look at how small these little grapes are. They are so teeny tiny. I love when they are so big and crunchy. Guys, I have cottage cheese and grapes. I don't even know if that's a normal thing, like if it's like a common thing, but cottage cheese and grapes is literally my favorite snack in this entire world. Is that crazy? I don't know. Maybe it's the norm. Maybe you do it. I have been doing it for years and I absolutely love it. So anyway, those are the things. And of course, when fruits are in season, cherries, watermelon, those are all just amazing carbohydrates and they all have benefits. Like watermelon, super hydrating. I don't want to get into like specific details, but fruits, amazing. Great carbohydrates are great if you're gonna be going to the gym. You're out, you know, you're gonna be super active. Like these are all things that I do, just gauging my day. So fruits are a yes, and I'm gonna show you one more thing that I pick up that is in the freezer section. So let's go. All right, guys. So I have a Ninja Creamy at home, so I do make my own ice cream when I can. But I'm gonna show you the ice creams that I pick up here when I am so lazy or when I'm just craving this specific ice cream. So these here, it has got to be the coffee one, the coffee chocolate chip. So good, okay? 100 calories, it has 5 grams of protein. These here, again, not low carb, so delicious, okay? So if you haven't tried them, those are good. These little guys here, I'm gonna warn you right now, adictivos. They are addictive, okay? These are so delicious. These are actually vegan, okay? So vegan bars, so good. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you the last thing that I pick up here that is high in carb, but oh so good. These little guys. So these are like the chocolate covered strawberries, but they're chocolate covered raspberries. Fire! Guys, these right here are so delicious. I love these. They have different flavors, like the strawberry, they have the banana, they have all of that, but that's pretty much it. Like those are some of the things that I pick up that are high in carbs. Everything else that I showed you is very, very, you know, like nutritious and actually good for you. This is more of a little like bonus, little things that I pick up that are just, that I personally just really like. It's kind of like, it's worth the little treat, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You know, I wanted to share this video with you because a lot of people always ask me, like, do you ever eat carbs? And of course I do. Of course I do. I do eat carbs. I just, I feel like it's just very specific times during the month, like especially that week leading into my menstrual cycle. I'm definitely having a lot more carbs. I'm having a lot more, obviously, complex carbs. Like these are good for me carbs, good for my body, still nourishing my body. And then I'll have little things like this when I'm really, really just craving something. I don't want to say like, I'm just craving like a treat. You know, I'm craving a treat and I'm not making it at home. I'm gonna be right here in this freezer section. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you show me some love. Go hit that like button and also share this video with friends and family. Whether they're living a low carb lifestyle, maybe they're first starting their weight loss journey. Remember, I do have a weight loss guide that is linked in the description below. Please share that with them as well. It could be really, really helpful. Or even family members that are diabetic. Please share my channel. My channel has so many recipes that are diabetic friendly, and that could also be very helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.